Hi, my name is Melody, and I just got back from Disney Princess auditions in New York City, and I just thought that I would share my experience with you because I know that before I went, I tried really hard to look up information on it, and I was having a lot of trouble finding everything I was looking for, like specifically what to wear and like how long to expect for it to take. I found a lot of information, but I just thought that I'd share with you my experience and um, my suggestions and stuff. So first off, I just want to warn you, I'm probably gonna wind up touching my hair a lot. It just is falling in my face a lot today. I had it pinned up for the audition, but I'm gonna keep going like that. So just a warning, if that really annoys you, just I'm sorry. But so basically what happens is you get there and there's a lot of girls and you get a number and it's on a sticker and you put it on, and I was number 102. And I think there's really only about 108 girls there, so I was one of the last ones, even though I was pretty early. So you want to get there maybe a half an hour early. It's not necessary, but it's nice because you get a lot of time to situate yourself and meet people and just get comfortable and stretch and stuff. So one of the first things I noticed when I walked in is what people were wearing because I was so unsure what to wear. Some girls were in heels and like skirts and tucked in shirts. Some girls had nice sundresses. Some people were in sweatpants. Some people were just wearing leotards. One girl had a high-waisted skirt with a crop top and you could see her belly. Some people were like me and they had on a shirt with leggings. So what I wore is, I'm wearing still what I wore. I had my hair pinned back just like this, like I said. This is just like like a simple shirt, and it flares, it's like tight up to right here and then it flares out, so it's very flattering. And then I wore black leggings, and they're not on my bed anymore, but I had tan character shoes. So what I would suggest wearing, or hold on, let me tell you what other people for shoes. Some people were barefoot, some people had on flip-flops and became barefoot. Some people had on character shoes like me. Some people were wearing ballet flats, and some people were wearing ballet slippers, like what you'd wear in a ballet dance class. Some people had on sneakers, some people had on really big high heels. I mean, it was really just very different across the board. So for what to wear, I would suggest like what seemed to work best for people. Not that, outfits don't work, but you know what I'm saying. Something like what I wore, which is just like a shirt that's bright, and then will stand out just a little bit, but it's nothing baggy. It shows off your figure, and leggings and whatever shoes you choose, or a nice sundress. But it depends. Some of them didn't quite look appropriate. Not because they were inappropriate, like they showed too much or something, but they just looked like you were going to like a semi-formal event, and you're gonna want to wear something simple, cute, and wear spandex under it, of course, and something that flatters you and is bright. um, and what I think was the best to wear was probably like a leotard or a tight shirt with a high-waisted flowy skirt. It wasn't too short, but that was still a little bit short. That seemed to be the most flattering, and it looked the best on girls. So yeah, then you do a dance. So they split you up into groups of about 50, and everyone who isn't in the first group goes to another room, and then they take the first group. I was actually in the second group, but I mean it was the same for everyone. So they take your group and they teach you a dance. It's probably about 2 8 counts, and you really don't need to learn how to dance. Like you don't even need to know what 2 8 counts means. It's really simple. I mean, it's kind of like this to this side, this to this side, and just everything is kind of done twice to each side. You spin, you pose, and it's really quick, simple. As long as you listen and you watch, you should be able to learn it just fine. And also, if you have a later number, the nice thing is that you get the time to watch everyone else do it and kind of maybe rehearse it 1 or 2 more times in your head. So after you do it a few times with the group, and they really do teach it to you enough, you don't need to worry about not knowing it. You split up into groups of 4 and you do it in front of everybody. Now you don't need to worry about this. Everyone was really supportive and nobody did a bad job. Even people I think they did a bad job. No one embarrassed themselves. No one was horrible. So you do your dance, and then they watch you, they write down numbers, and they're of course like a fun Disney song. You have to smile and just be graceful and do a good job. And so then they call out the numbers they would like to have stay, and they say thank you everybody else. We hope you come back, and they just miss you. So I actually only got through the first round, but my friend who I went with got through to the second round. So basically what she said happened after that was you were given a sheet of paper to fill out. You give them your resume. So you want to bring a headshot with you that's 4 by, I think it's 10, or sorry, it's 8 by either 10 or 11. I think it's 8 by 10, whatever a standard size would be. That'd be like a full page. And then a sheet of paper with your resume on it, and you're going to want that on the back of your headshot. I stapled mine. You can use double-sided sticky tape. That's what a lot of people like to do. I mean, it really doesn't matter that much. They just need it. So you fill out a sheet with your very basic information, and then they have a short little interview with each girl, and they ask you, you know, what you're up to, your age, why you want to do it maybe, and what your availability for the next year is, or whatever you're auditioning for. I had been hoping personally to get an audition, or sorry, to get a job for the summer. I'm actually only 17, and it says on the website that you have to be 18. So make sure you take the time to email the email provided on the audition website at Disney, auditions.com, because they can give you some good information. So they told me I could still go, and even though, to be honest, they ended up not looking for people that were my age, so I guess they were kind of wrong, but it gives you the confidence that you can go. Like, there's a possibility that possibly I could have been chosen. So they ask your age, and the girls that they kept after that seemed to be the ones that were a little older, so like juniors in college. So an age where, you know, they can go move to Orlando, they can be on their own, and they're not responsible for a minor, they're a little more mature, and they probably have some acting experience behind them. And they were also looking, so yeah, so I thought I wanted to get the summer part, and so did my friend, and she's going to a school in the city next year, and they were like, you know, we need somebody who can move to Orlando. So maybe if you really, really want the part, try to be able to move and tell them that, because that really will probably increase your chances in the second round, because they dismissed everybody who didn't, this is something else I forgot. They take your height, and they'll take your measurements to make sure you can fit into the dresses, because they do only have them up to a certain size. I believe it's like a size 8 or 10. So because, you know, you're playing the part of a princess that girls know all about, and when they go there, she has to look like what they saw in the movie. They have to think, you know, that is the princess that they wanted to see. She can't be really different sizes and heights every single day. You're gonna want, one thing I read about a lot online, and they didn't say this, but it's definitely true, is you can't have any defining features. So you don't want to have like a huge mole right here, or like a face that is really asymmetrical, or a wacky nose. As much as, you know, you're probably a lovely looking girl, the problem is that you know, Cinderella, for instance, has to look the same every day. You can't go to the park one day and take a picture with Cinderella, and then the next day take a picture and be like, oh my gosh, she looks so different. I mean, obviously they're not going to all look exactly the same, but you have to be somewhat consistent, and they will compare you to the other girls that are playing that part. So you want to have a face that's, I don't really know what word to use, but neutral. A face that could be, you know, make up to look like a bunch of different people, a face that doesn't have any super defining features. I mean, like, one of the girls, and also just know that you're up against like really hard competition. One of the girls that was at my audition had already played at Disney World, like Kim Possible, Ariel, and Belle. So, and you know, she was really good, and so obviously she got through to the next round. And just another piece of advice I give you is, at least at my audition, you know, they're there the whole time you're there. They're watching you from the second you walk in the door, and you may not think they're watching you for the audition, but they are. You always want to, you know, really be poised. And so, like, if you drop something, don't say, "Oh shit!" Like, you know, you're gonna wanna keep yourself together, and you can have fun and meet other girls, and you don't need to worry. Everyone talks, but to each other, like all the other girls who are auditioning, but. So basically, you know, I'm running out of time, so I'm trying to stop, but I had a lot of fun with the audition, and if you're even considering going, I really suggest you do. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I obviously didn't get the part, and I came out really happy and really glad I went, and I'm hoping to go back again soon. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'd be really happy to answer them, because I know that I personally couldn't find all the information that I wanted online. So thank you so much for watching. Good luck if you're auditioning soon, and I'll see you soon. Alright. Thank you. Bye.